Hello. Yeah, it's been a while since I've put anything up. In fact, some of you, my very good friends, have even contacted me to see if I was still alive. Well, I am. I'm doing okay. Everything's good. So, trying to stay out of trouble. But, ironically, I am building a part of SP's empire that actually ran through the cemeteries close by here. Not that I'm looking for a final resting place yet or anything, but if something shows up, you never know. But I'm going to start the line in South City, my hometown, and it's going to go up to Colma. The shot of San Bruno Mountain in the background and our famous Sign Hill, where we proudly proclaim our city's name. But anyway, here's a little bit of the bench work that I put down below. It'll give me a chance to keep me busy and probably out of jail. But, I should have fun. Should take me a while to do this, so you'll be seeing some more stuff as it goes along. I've gotten beyond this point. I've actually got the track down and some of the gradients in, so it's coming along. So stay tuned. But anyway, I'm going to end up at this end up at Colma. It's going to start down in my hometown, South San Francisco, or South City as we call it, and then it's going to work its way on up to Colma. So down here in South City, I'm going to model part of the existing, or excuse me, it's not there anymore, but the Colma Branch was the track on the lower part here of the picture. Up on top, the little known branch line that broke off of the Linden Branch kind of paralleled the two through South City and got up. They met up at a place called Baden, crossing Colma Creek on its way, so I'm going to do some of that. That track you see in the foreground is actually the old 40-line streetcar track that ran down to San Mateo. I'm not going to include much of that except farther up the line. But anyway, as the track works its way into Colma, we passed by old Cuneo's farm, a truck farm that was there. The train ran right through the middle of it. Cool spot. And then we'll continue on past Cuneo's farm. We'll get up toward the first of the cemeteries, Holy Cross Cemetery, which will be off to the right here. It'll give me a chance to build this old, neat station. Really cool station. Still there. Really cool building. I hope it stays around for a long time. But I'm looking forward to doing that. And I'll include the front gate of the cemetery across the road. And moving beyond that, that white patch you see coming down, that's actually going to be Old Mission Road that broke off of El Camino Real and headed into South City. This part of the road was really interesting. Originally, the road went under the SP here, but as you can see, it kept getting flooded out. So this whole area got filled in. You can see up there at the top of the grade, railroad being on the right, 40-line streetcar on the left, and then Malloy's to the left way up there. But you can see the difference. Right up there at the corner, the 40 line swung off of Old Mission Road, right past Malloy's. Real historical spot. More history on that later as we get into it. But Malloy's is still there, so I'm going to put that in just to the left of the road where it inclines down. I'll include that there. But again, that's up there toward the top of the picture, and we'll see. This is Holy Cross's old water pump station. I'm going to put that in across the road. And down to the end of the road, where Old Mission swings off of El Camino, you can see the 40 line going down. And old sign there, I still remember it, had a sign saying South City this way. And then just past that, across the road, is Cypress Lawn Cemetery and the duck pond as we knew it. A lot of people over the years have gone up and fed the ducks and enjoyed the day. So here we see a train coming up past the duck farm, or duck pond, excuse me, and we're going to get to the front gate of Cypress Lawn Cemetery. Right about this spot, they'll pass by the gate, big ornate gate, Very great stonework. Still there, but the train actually went right in front of this on its way up the line. It'll go through several other cemeteries on its way. The grade of the railroad was up there right behind the palm trees, and likewise pretty much along that path. And then we get up to Olivet Cemetery, which had a neat little trestle that Olivet very cleverly designed into a nice little looking bridge. We'll go past that and swing on to one of the things I'm really looking forward to modeling, a bridge that actually went over El Camino Real. It's a neat little spot and a great picture showing an excursion coming down. But there are my plans for bringing El Camino along through it. Another shot looking up, the 40 line coming down through. So then crossing El Camino Real, it goes up on a berm just behind Woodlawn Cemetery. It goes up there and passes that cemetery just to the north, working its way along the berm up toward Colma. Shot of Woodlawn Cemetery and part of what I'm trying to model anyway. So then we get past that, still along the berm, heading up toward Colma. We get to where Colma Station was, and that'll be fun to model as well. This station is probably, I'll have to do some research a bit, but more history later. But that building probably dates back to 1862, and they preserved it, and I'll have a whole lot more to say about that later on. A very good friend of mine was part of the effort to preserve this, and Colma did. They moved it from its original site up to Hillside Boulevard. But they've done a fantastic job of refurbishing it, as well as its freight shed that used to be adjacent to it. So I'm looking forward to doing all of that. Now this line continued on up into town, and this is up into San Francisco proper, southern part of town. Highway 280 and BART kind of share this area now. You wouldn't recognize it anymore. And that's one shot. And that train that you just saw coming up that direction would hit the top of the grade on this run up at a place called Ocean View. So here's a shot of that. And with that, we'll see you next time. I thank you for looking in, and more to come. Stay tuned. I'm still alive.